Look at where we are. You, Nasser, you have Lance Stroll, Formula One drivers coming over here and running the Daytona 24-hour. What the hell happened?
I don't know. Obviously, I can only speak by myself, and that's something that it happened last year when we had the opportunity to run the Indy 500 together with Zak Brown, my McLaren boss, and he loved racing as much as I do, and we found that opportunity, and with the Daytona 24, I think it's a perfect timing of the year. At the end of January, we are normally preparing ourselves for the following Formula One season, and instead of being on the bicycle on the gym, much better to be driving a car.
But Fernando, be honest, this is still a strain on your body, a strain on your schedule. You're traveling all over the world. Zak Brown's not your boss, man. I mean, he kind of is. But if he says jump, you say how high? No. You're Fernando Alonso. You can say no.
Yeah, well, but racing, I always ask Zak, if I can race here, I can race there. And that's those are my wishes. After those wishes, Zak come with, you can race at Daytona, but we need to go to Charlotte for some media activities, and things like that. So there are always some trades, here and there, but happy with this, competition and racing in iconic venues like Daytona International Speedway is a privilege for me.
Okay, what can you say to Zak so that Zak says, yes, Fernando?
The best thing for Zak is to invite him a dinner. That's something where you can negotiate anything. In those moments is where Zak is a little bit softer.
Fernando Alonso, you've experienced the highest highs in all of racing. You've been world champion twice. The last couple of years have been pretty difficult, I would imagine. How does one go from one end of the spectrum to the other like that and still stand here and smile with us?
Well, it's you understand with time and with years that motorsport is a complex sport, and there is not a mathematical way of racing, and there are always some things that are out of your control. And I think the last 3 years in F1 they were difficult. We had reliability issues, we have performance issues, but I think the team is now putting things in place, like the change on the Renault power unit for next year. So you need to be patient, you need to stay focused and deliver. If the car can be 10th, you have to be 5th. If the car can be 15, you need to be 10th. So you find always small victories here and there, for the team and for yourself.
You're having a damn good time, aren't you? You're signing autographs, you're doing these interviews. It's something that we don't see from Formula One drivers when they come over here. But your social media, you're up at 3 o'clock in the morning, Instagram videos. This is awesome. You're having a damn good time, aren't you?
You check my hair at 3 a.m. It was crazy. I mean, I love racing, but I understand at the same time that racing is much more than driving cars. You need to be close to your fans. There were Japanese fans here that they flew all from Japan to watch this race only to support myself, and you understand that you need to do and to give something back, not only driving. So I try to be open to everyone. There are other things that are a little bit more difficult. It's not only nice things that happen in the day. Like now I need to drive to Miami 4 or 5 hours and then fly to Europe and training tomorrow. There are things that in the background that are a little bit more difficult, but like any other job.
Wait a minute, you said training tomorrow when you land back in Europe? I was just going to ask you, what's your cheat meal now that you're done for a couple of weeks? Guess there's none of that.
Yeah, I tried that. I had an email last night about training camp this week with my physios and my trainers, and I said maybe we can delay it a little bit, until the weekend or something. And they said no, because in the weekend you have this commitment, that commitment. So yeah, it needs to happen. But hopefully I can convince them to start in an easy way.
Americans, it'd be difficult for Americans to understand someone coming from Japan to see you race here in the United States, but you're used to that. You have to have a relationship with your fans that most American drivers do not understand. How do you build that?
I think we all understand. If I mean, maybe they don't know Japanese fans. That's the first thing. Japanese fans are quite unique. But it's the way it is. I think wherever you race and as long as your performance is the maximum you can do, I think the fans appreciate that, and your commitment, your passion for motor racing, and sometimes, they get to know that motorsport is difficult, as we said before, and they keep supporting you wherever it happens in the race. So that's something very nice, and I'm thankful for that.
Do you have to bring a bigger set of balls to run Daytona 24 next year?
Hopefully, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Belts are much better now, so that's the first thing.
Indy, Monaco, or Daytona? What are bigger?
Yeah, Le Mans is something that is attractive, but we need to find more weekends. We have only 52 weekends in the year, and we need to find 54 or 60.
Thanks for doing this, buddy.
Thank you.